What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mario here. Welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, we're actually going to be doing a little hiking today. This is another adventure video, and I'm accompanied today by my fiance. We're heading to the Moruga Pitch Lake, or the Moruga Lake. It is known by many names, but it's the same location. So we're heading there today. We're hiking today. We have a bit of an overcast weather. But the objective today is to give you guys a full tour or a guide on how to find this specific location, right? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do like, remember to drop a like and subscribe. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so we put it into yourself. The journey is long, but the good thing today, we actually have some nice overcast weather, and the walk isn't as bad as it seems. But if you have a vehicle that you could drive to get to this location, it would be much faster. Well, at least to the starting point, to the checkpoint that we mark as the starting point of the hike, it isn't that bad. But we're hiking from the main road, so that's why it seems it would seem to be taking quite a while. So we have a beautiful view here of the mountain tops. Right, guys, so we're almost to the camp. You got a little drop from none other than the Batman himself, Bruce Wayne. Yeah. You got it today? Yeah. Yeah, so we're almost to the starting point, the checkpoint. And as you guys can see, the weather is still overcast. So we trying to hustle up because I want to get the drone up to get a couple nice footages of the camp and the area around the camp, so you guys can see exactly where the starting point would be for the hike now. Right, so once you get to that location, you know exactly what to do, where to go for the hike now, right? So I won't have you guys, even though I love when you guys keep calling me and asking you know, like how to get to the location, and I love carrying you guys on these tours, on these mini adventures. There are times when I won't be available, and I don't want you guys to miss out on the excitement because I'm not there now. So guys, one of the things to mention is the fact that the road here isn't paved. So once you get to the end of the main road, coming up in the trace, you'd meet this unpaved road, you know. So essentially the better thing to do when you come in here is to have vehicles that could go off-road, right? So some of the guys who usually come and hike here, who usually come down to hike, they would have vehicles that are able to go off-road, and you know, to ease the drive now, right? I mean, if you have an ordinary vehicle, once it isn't as low, you could make the journey, but to be more on the safer side, I guess it would be sensible to have a vehicle that could go off-road now, right? So we're still walking here. We're almost there, and I said that before. Right, but we almost there, just like I was a minute away. So hopefully for the last time I'll be saying this, we're right there to the entrance of the Pitch Lake. Well, not the entrance to the Pitch Lake itself, but the entrance, the beginning of where you guys would start hiking. Our walk is from the main road, which I don't recommend, right? Do not do that. Right, as I said, if you could get a vehicle to come drop you guys up here and to the camp, which is the starting point of the hike, it is definitely 100% recommended, right? It would save a lot more time, and energy in terms of getting to the final location, right? So we get this beautiful view, and in the distance right there you guys can see there's the camp. So we're heading to there now, or just beside the camp now, and I'll get you guys get to see a nice aerial view of the camp. I'll send up the drone. Hopefully the rain doesn't come down, where you guys could properly see the location, so you could have the location as a landmark, right? Set it out as a landmark, as the second landmark, or let's say the third, right? So the first landmark would have been the Moruga police station. So once you get to the Moruga police station, you take a right. The left of that road would lead you to what we call in Moruga over the hill by the beach, which is Moruga's beach facility, and the right would lead you guys to come down into the village of Laloon, and eventually passing Laloon you'd be entering the village of Marak. And once you get to Marak, at the top of the hill, at the T-junction in Marak is the second point. And once you guys get to there, you just take another right, and that will take you up into this trace, right? And you know, once you get at the top of the trace, at the top of the hill, at the end of the trace, you get to the camp, right? So it's those 3 points, those 3 landmarks that you guys have to keep in mind when coming to visit the Moruga Pitch Lake, right? Or the Marak Lake, or whatever you want to call it. And you know, as I said, thank God we have a nice overcast weather today, where the place is cool, so the walk isn't as bad. And babe, yeah, don't mind she. Right, so we're almost there to the camp. The camp is just right there. So this sign here is one of the key main important landmarks as well. But you know, once you get to the camp, you'd obviously see the sign, right? And it is marked by the regional corporation. The name of this road is Trial Link Trace, because this road leads back out to Laloon. It connects to the road in Laloon. So once you guys get to here, there's the camp, as you guys can see right here. And this sign, this is the entrance road to begin the hike to the Moruga Pitch Lake, right? So keep those 3 landmarks in mind, and let's get some aerial footage with the drone. Okay, so once you guys get to this location, which is the Untouchables camp, we just the starting location for the hike is just right there. So this could be a mutual meeting point, or it could be like a muster point in case of an emergency. So this is the 3rd and final checkpoint before you begin the hike. The first 2 would be the Moruga police station, and then the junction at the Marak village. So that's just right down the hill there, right? And then now the camp here, which is the Untouchables camp. So we're going to begin the hike, and you know, hope you guys enjoy this journey, hope you guys enjoy this adventure, and let's go. Right guys, so we have begun our journey. We are officially on the hike here to the Pitch Lake. So as you guys can see, the track is actually very clear. I love what they did with the place. I believe this is the regional corporation. If not the regional corporation, it would have been the you know, the forestry division, I guess, attached to the regional corporation. So I'm not sure, but they have cleaned the place very, very nice. Right, it looks very, very lovely. Hope you guys can. Right, so as you guys can see, it looks amazing. A bit tricky to walk here right now. The place is a bit sticky due to the rainfall. As you guys can see, we still have an overcast weather, so we have a bit of a rainfall. So we have water on the track, a bit of mud. As I've said, we're officially on the trail here to the Pitch Lake. So it is just about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes walk or hike away from the camp to the location. It isn't that difficult to find. Okay, so as I said, you follow the road, and then that road would lead you down a hill. So we're going down the hill here now to where the river is usually at. Sorry there. So I guess due to the large amount of rainfall, there is a bit of a problem. I won't say a bit of a problem, too much of a problem, but the river is actually kinda high. So we're going to attempt to cross. This is not recommended, depending on how high the river actually is. If you guys come and you meet it, you know, kind of low, where if you're an experienced hiker and you're accustomed, you know, crossing rivers and stuff, it shouldn't be a problem, right? But as I know, this river could actually get very, very high. So as you guys can see, it isn't really much of a problem now, but as far as I know, it usually swells all the way back up to like here, this way now, right? Where it covers at the top of the hill there. Yeah, so where it covers almost at the top of the hill there. So that's when it becomes a problem. But as for now, I don't think it is, and it shouldn't be that hard to or difficult to cross. The area is actually very, very clean and lovely. As I said, thanks to the regional corporation or maybe the forestry division. And yeah, so we're here now at the river, as you guys can see. Right, I haven't actually met this river really full. I've only heard about how high it could get, but I've heard it could get quite dangerous, right? So as for now, as I've said, we're going to attempt to cross. We're trying to take is, I guess, moving in between these stones here and then making our way up there and across to the other side. So yeah, let's go. Come here. So we have to get your shoes wet. Guys, once you've crossed the river successfully, then you make your way up this hill. It isn't that far from here, maybe just like about 10 minutes. And I guess during because of the day, when the place is dry and whatnot, it makes the process a bit faster than now where your shoes is wet and you know there's mud everywhere, so you'll be slipping quite a lot now, right? So we're just trying to hustle because I think the weather is actually coming down. So yeah, let's go. guys, I think I would have jinxed it a bit. Apparently, like, the entire track isn't clear, but the majority of it is. So yeah, it makes you it still gives you that jungle experience in the hike. And yeah, we're almost at the Y, where we would then proceed to go left to the main location. Okay, so once you make it to the top of this hill, across the river, and you get to this location, this is the Y junction, right? So don't get confused. There are two roads here. One that takes you back to the village of Laloon, and the other that takes you to the Pitch Lake, right? So when you're coming up to this location, you're walking to this location from the hill by the river. You don't go to your right, right? You take the road to your left. That will take you to the location. So let's go. So guys, we're almost here at the location. Carefully come here a bit. Almost to the Moruga Pitch Lake. Some call it the Moruga Lake. And we're entering what is known now as the area where the teak tree areas. So that is the closest point to the Pitch Lake. Once you see those trees, you'd know that you're definitely right there, just like about like a minute to walk away, or like 2 minutes to walk away at the minute you start seeing those teak trees, because they are in abundance, and the Pitch Lake is actually located to the center of those trees. As said before, guys, once you start entering into the area where you see an abundance of teak trees, I just know that the Pitch Lake is just right there, right? Just like 2 minutes away. So yeah, we're almost there. I know you guys might be tired hearing that statement for the this entire video so far. Yeah. So as you guys can see, we're at almost at the location. It's just like a couple seconds out. As you see this opening here, as you guys will see in the top left hand corner of the screen, might be your right side when the video is edited. As you see this opening here, you begin to step into the territory of the Moruga Pitch Lake, right? So the location here isn't clean. It is covered in bush or grass. There is some lovely flowers there. I'm not sure if you guys actually seeing that. So you have some lovely flowers going there. But I'm not sure what side we pass on to go to the center where everything is, where all the action is. But for now, just show you guys a glimpse of what we have going on here. So guys, we're here at the Moruga Pitch Lake. We're just standing on what is known as one of the combined areas where there is mud that pops up, right? So as you guys can see, there is a vast amount of crude oil. And as many of you guys who are watching this video would know, this is that occurs, and one that is very rare and only occurs largely in abundance here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. It isn't located on a large scale like this anywhere else in the entire world, right? This is the second Pitch Lake here in Trinidad and Tobago. The other is at La Brea, but that one is mightily huge. This one is a bit smaller, right? A lot smaller than the one at La Brea, but nevertheless, it is still as beautiful. So we're going to go at the center where all the action is. That's like right in the center there. But we have to navigate our way a little bit of bush now, right? There usually used to be a track that was right here to the corner here, but that is covered in bush, as you guys can see. And for safety protocols, I think it is a smarter thing to try to avoid navigating to throughout too much bushy areas now, right? Because there can be you know, a lot of stuff that could be located here, maybe venomous plants or insects or animals, right? So we're just navigating around through a little track here. It's at the side here, and that track would take us to the center or the heart of the Moruga Pitch Lake. What a lot of people don't know as well is that this is the main area here is where most people actually go to. So once they get to this main location, they don't really go to the other side now. But there are two sides of this pitch lake, right? So there is the main location here, and then there is the other location at the back, right? It is sort of hidden, so that's why a lot of persons don't really know where exactly it is or how to get to it. But it's like just like right here. So I would take you guys to that location. We would I would also fly the drone so you guys could get like an aerial view of what it looks like now, right? It isn't as grand as the main area, but it is part of it nonetheless, and it still has a lot of pitch and crude oil that emits from the surface of the earth, right? So yeah, we're still passing around the track here, as you guys can see. A wife in the back is struggling to come through the bushes. So we're almost there. I was actually thinking of cutting the camera until we get through, but it is a nice thing so you guys can see the entire process of you know, walking around and popping up at the other side now, right? This video is going to be a bit long, but that's okay. A lot of you guys actually requested that I make longer vlogs as well. So we're here. This is entrance to get to the main body of pitch now that is located here in the Moruga Pitch Lake. Let's have to duck here there a bit. What's the nice thing today though is the fact we as the place is cool with the rainfall, the large amount of rainfall, the pitch is easy to walk on, right? So we are not sinking as we would normally do if we come here and the place is hot now, right? Yes, I'm talking a bit too fast in some instances because, as I've said, that my foot started to sink. But we just gonna have a little walk around here before we stand up the drone. And as I've said, thanks to the large amount of rainfall and how cool the place is now, we could walk on the pitch and navigate around the entire thing, right? Because if not for that amount of rainfall, I could tell you guys this would have been very, very difficult. Right guys, so we're not going to venture to the other side today. I would have flew the drone onto the other side and it is heavily covered in bush and we're a bit pressed for time, so I don't want to have to be clearing a lot of bush and stuff now, right? Because we have a way to go back. So we're just going to be looking around here a bit. As you guys would see with the drone, it is lovely. It looks amazing, especially when the sun isn't really out. You know, when the place is cool, you get a bit of rainfall and whatnot. It looks beautiful, right? And so there are these little patches of grass grows here in between the pitch, and it gives it this lovely scenic look. And you know, as I've said, we're just going to be venturing here for the while. It is currently minutes to 5 in the afternoon. So we're just going to be taking a couple clips around and we'll be heading back up to the entrance where we'd end the video there now, right? So you guys would see a sort of montage of videos and stuff and thing of the area here now, and just maybe at the end a clip of us back at the entrance of the location where we started to hike by the camp, and the video we'd end the video there now, right? So yeah, cheers. Right guys, so we're back out from the trail. Wipe it out of breath. And so that is it for our video today on how to find the Moruga Pitch Lake. It is very simple, as I said. You just need to remember 3 key points, 3 key locations, which is number 1, the police station in Moruga. As I said, when you get to the location of the police station, you just take a right to enter the village of Marak, right? You don't take a left to go over the hill. If you drive straight, it is a dead end. So you take a right to come down into the village of Marak, right? Once you get into the village of Marak, you then proceed to reach at the junction, the T-junction, where you take another right, okay? There is going to be a parlor on the junction. There's going to be a white parlor on the junction to your right as well. And next to the parlor is a road that would take you to the savannah. Don't take that road, right? You just proceed to take the right. If you're looking for any other landmark, there is a church at the top of the hill along with a primary school. So, you know, once you get to that location, you just take a right and you follow the road, come straight up, right? And as soon as you get to the road straight up, you're going to see this sign here, right? You're looking for this specific sign, which is Trial Link Trace, and in the back there is the camp, right? So once you drive up, you're going to see it from a little way off, and you'd know that you're in the right place. And you can park maybe here, high up, wherever you want to. The area is generally safe to park and leave your vehicles and stuff. Not open though, obviously. But yeah, once you get to this location, the starting point for the hike is at this sign. You just take this road, go down, and you know, you follow the video exactly as I've said, and that would take you to the Moruga Pitch Lake. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did like, do remember to drop a like and subscribe. And if you guys want to see me do more hiking videos like this in detail, explaining how do you get to certain locations here in Moruga, please do leave a comment down in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Cheers.